Okay, welcome back. So today we are joined with John and Adnan. Welcome, guys. We're gonna do the fourth game week's prediction. Let's start off
No
with
problem.
Crystal Palace versus Spurs. What do you think?
It's gonna be a interesting game. I mean, Spurs have been winning their games with just one goal, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. But for me, it's a Spurs win.
Okay, no luck for Vieira's team. Okay,
No, no,
Adnan,
no.
you're next.
Crystal Palace versus Tottenham. I think I think Tottenham will win. I think Kane will make his full debut after all those controversy. So I will go for a 2-1 Tottenham win.
Okay, let's move on to the second game. Arsenal versus Norwich.
It's a battle for relegation, as we had seen earlier. So it's gonna be an interesting match. I hope Arsenal pull up their socks. To be very honest, they need to work on their game. They need to get serious. So I'm still gonna go with an Arsenal win, but Arsenal need to pull up their socks.
Yeah. So Adnan, you next. What do you think about Arsenal versus Norwich?
It's a hard game. This is Arsenal's biggest game of the season. They might win. I think they will go for a 1-0 win. Arsenal win.
Yeah. So move on to Brentford versus Brighton. What do you think?
Pardon, Brighton versus
Brentford versus Brighton.
Brentford versus Brighton. Interesting game. Brentford look like they're on form. Probably gonna be a draw, but Brighton being the better experience in the league, I'm gonna give them the win.
Okay. Yeah, Adnan.
Brighton versus Brentford. I will go for a draw also. I think it's a hard game. I will go for a draw, a 1-1 draw.
Okay. Leicester versus Man City.
It's gonna be Leicester versus Man City is gonna be an interesting match. Leicester still are picking up their form, aren't fully 100%. But Man City, their full squad is back, 100% fully fit team. And it's gonna be an interesting match. Man City for the win, of course. They have everyone on form, so it's gonna be a hard pick for Pep. But Leicester better put on a good fight. So, but for me, it's probably a draw or a Man City win. But Vardy is also gonna score.
Yeah. Adnan.
Leicester versus Man City. I heard that Man City are missing Ederson because of the Brazil and authorities and FA.
Mm-hmm.
And also their second goalkeeper, Stefan or something like that, he has COVID. So they will have to play their third goalkeeper, which is, and I think you saw Man City for the Newcastle. He was scored many goals, so we'll go high scoring game. I'll go for a 3-2 Man City win.
Yeah. Okay. So Man United finally signed Ronaldo. Maybe he can make his debut versus Norwich versus Newcastle. Sorry.
Uh, it's a good day. It's a good season to be a United fan. Never been more excited for a season like that. So I mean, to have the GOAT back in our team, not just guaranteed trophies, because everywhere he goes, he has to win a trophy. So definitely this season, you have to bag at least 3 minimum. But anyway, jokes aside, it's good to have Ronaldo back where he belongs. But of course, it's gonna be a win for us. Probably a 3-0 win, and he's gonna score on its debut. Because I mean, it's Ronaldo. So yeah.
Okay. Adnan, what do you think about Man United versus Newcastle?
Ronaldo is finally back. I think every Man United fan is hyped for that game. His debut. I think Ole Gunnar will mess up and put him on the bench like he did with Sancho. But I will go for a 4-1 easy Man United win. If Ronaldo starts, he will score in his debut, and all the players enjoy that game.
Okay. Southampton versus West Ham.
Interesting game. Two teams. Fantastic. West Ham's on a fantastic form, actually. They're, I think, second, if I'm not wrong. So probably a West Ham win. but it's not gonna go goalless. So both teams are hopefully gonna score. Yeah.
Okay, Adnan, what do you think about Southampton versus West Ham?
I think West Ham, Antonio is in a good scoring form. Ben Ramos also on a form. Rice, I think West Ham are gonna win it. I will go for a West Ham 2-1 win.
Okay, we move on. Watford versus Wolves.
Watford versus Wolves, gonna be an interesting match. Wolves look like they're on good form. They really put a hard match against United in the previous game. But Watford again are newcomers into the league. So I guess it's gonna be a Wolves win for me.
Okay, Adnan, what do you think about the game?
Wolves versus Watford. I think Wolves are playing a really good football, but they are not scoring because of the Jimenez. He was injured and he came back, and he has not found his form yet. But I think this game he will score and start finding his form again. So for this game, I will go for a draw. I will go for like a 1-1 or a 2-2.
Okay, Chelsea finally signed Saul. Maybe he can make his debut against Aston Villa. What do you think, John?
Chelsea is just propaganda. Nothing much. But anyway, on a serious note, Chelsea have made really good signings. We have Lukaku there. I guess they bought Saul because I guess Kante is getting old. I don't know why Saul was bought. But it's gonna bring competition for Kovacic, and Kante, the midfield basically. Jorginho maybe is gonna be, I don't even know how it's gonna be. But of course Chelsea is gonna win. Have fantastic forwards. So it's a Chelsea win for me.
Okay, Adnan, what do you think?
I think for Saul, I think they don't really need him, but I think for him to make the debut, he will come off the bench. With the squad Chelsea have, I think they will win like a 3-1 win. I think Aston Villa will be overpowered because Martinez is also missing. So I will go for a 3-1 Chelsea win.
Okay, those were Saturday's games. Let's move on to Sunday. Leeds versus Liverpool. Maybe a fast game, maybe not. What do you think, John?
It's gonna be a Leeds win for me. Bielsa is a good coach. So I'm gonna give him the win. I don't know. I feel like Liverpool are gonna lose. So yeah, it's Leeds to win that game or a draw.
Okay, none.
And I think Leeds are missing Rafinha for that game. So I will go for a high scoring game. I will go for a 3-2 Liverpool win.
Okay. And then the last game of game week 4, Everton versus Burnley. What do you think?
It's gonna be a Everton win for me, but both teams are gonna score. But it's gonna be a tough match as well. Burnley have a good defensive line. Everton are still picking up the track, so they're not fully 100%. But I'm gonna give Everton the win.
Burnley versus Everton. I think I will go for an Everton win. I think, and the main problem for Burnley is scoring. So they only score headers and crosses or all those things. But I will go for a 2-0 Everton win.
Okay, that's not bad. Now let's discuss other topics. Let's discuss more on transfers, the transfer window. As Man United fans, both of you, what do you think about the transfer window in general? Are you happy with the business Man United has done, or are you unsatisfied?
As a United supporter, I'm happy, man. Can't complain. We've made good signings. I mean, we bought Sancho, we bought Ronaldo. What else have we bought? But our centre back, Varane. It's a good signing. Except, of course, we needed a defensive midfielder. I don't know what Ole Gunnar has in store for us, but we'll have to wait and see. But I'm happy Manfred is not playing. So we get to see, hopefully, Van der Beek play. I don't even know. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But for the transfer window, it's been an interesting one, unexpected one as well. as a United supporter, but I'm happy with the signings. And even for other teams like Arsenal, who've invested a lot, hopefully we'll see the investment. Chelsea have also invested a lot. Man City have just bought one player, so I don't even know. But apart from that, it's just gonna be an interesting season.
Yeah. Adnan, what do you think about Man United's transfers?
I think Man United, and as a Man United fan, I'm also very happy with the transfers they made, but kind of disappointed with not buying a CDM. You can't depend on Fred, very useless player. But for what we have bought, Ronaldo, Varane, and Sancho.
If you could have voted for one team that has done phenomenal business throughout Europe, which team would it be?
Honestly, my opinion, Chelsea. Chelsea have really done fantastic signings, and you can see their signings work. United is very skeptical, to be very honest. I mean, I don't even know what Ole Gunnar has planned. You know, Ole Gunnar is the most unpredictable coach in this world. He can shock you. I really don't know what goes through his mind, but I'd really, really love to see to find out how his thought process works. But as for Chelsea, I mean, look at Lukaku. Lukaku comes 2 days, he's already entered the game. He's scoring goals. You wait and see Saul. Saul will enter, play a good game, you know. So I guess for me, it's gonna be Chelsea until I see United signings do a fantastic job. Then for me, it's just gonna be Chelsea.
Okay. Adnan, what do you think?
For me, I also agree with John. I will go for Chelsea, but also PSG. I think PSG, the signing of so many players, Ramos, Donnarumma, Messi. If they don't win the Champions League with those signings, I think it will be a very disappointing season for them. But I will go with Chelsea because of the Lukaku signing. I think that is a key player for them and how they play with Tuchel.
Okay. Thanks for your time, guys.